Good morning, children. Welcome to the Political Life class. Today we are going to continue the chapter 2, Diversity and Discrimination. In the previous class, we have discussed about the prejudice and differences. In today's class, we are going to discuss about creating stereotypes. First, we are going to know about what is mean by stereotypes. Stereotypes means that a fixed idea or a general image or a set of characteristics about some people based on their actions or behaviors that lot of people believe. For example, a boy should behave like this and a girl should behave like this characteristics. These are fixed by some people. This type of ideas among the people are generally called as stereotypes. Okay, and all of us are familiar with gender differences, right? Gender means male and female differences. And what does it mean to be a boy or a girl? Many of you would say we are born as a boy and girl, but the people in our society fixed some values and characteristics about boys and girls. Let us discuss about that. Here is some of the characteristics are given. Let us identify which suits for girls and which suits for boys. Generally, the people says that boys are well behaved and the girls are soft spoken and gentle. And boys are physically strong and girls are naughty, and girls are good at dance and painting. Boys don't cry and boys are rowdy, and boys are good at sport and girls are good at cooking, and girls are emotional. These are the some characteristics that are said by people to differentiate the boys and girls. If we take the statement they don't cry, you will see that this is a quality that is generally associated with boys and men. As babies or children, when boys fall and hurt themselves, their parents and other family members often console them by saying, "Don't cry. You are a boy and you are brave." Boys are always brave, they don't cry. As children grown up, they start believing that boys do not cry, so that even if a boy feels like crying, he stops himself from doing so. And he also believes that crying is a sign of weakness. So even though both boys or girls sometimes want to cry, especially if they are in a angry or in a pain, as they grow older, boys learn or teach themselves not to cry. If a grown boy cries, then he feels that other will either tease him or laugh at him, and he stops himself from doing so in front of others. This is the way boys, and this is how girls are. These are the statements we hear constantly and accept without even thinking. And we start believing that each one of us must believe accordingly. We fit all boys and all girls into all an image that society creates around us. And when we fix people into one image, we create a Stereotype. When people say that those who belong to a particular country, religion, sex, race, or economic background are stingy, lazy, criminal, or dumb, they are using stereotypes. These are the stingy, lazy, and criminal and generous people everywhere. The stingy, lazy, criminal, and generous people everywhere, in every country, in every religion, and in every group, whether rich or poor, male or female. And they are not in one set particular religion or community. Because some people are like that, it is not fair to think that everyone will be the same. And stereotypes stops us from looking at each person as a unique individual with his or her own special qualities and skills that are different from others. Look at this image. She has the problems in her legs. We think that she can't able to do anything, but she also has some skills, right? The people fit large numbers of people into only one pattern or type. Stereotypes affect all of us as they prevent us from doing certain things that we might otherwise be good at. And next we move on. Inequality and discrimination. Discrimination happens when people act on their prejudices or stereotypes. If we do something to put other people down, or if you stop them from taking part in certain activities and taking up jobs, or stop them from living in certain neighborhoods, prevent them from taking water from the same well or hand pump, or not allow them to drink tea in the same cups or glasses as others, we are discriminating against them. The discrimination can take place because of several reasons. The people were different from each other in many ways. For example, they belong to different religions as an aspect of diversity. However, this diversity can also be a source of discrimination. Groups of people who may speak a certain language, follow a particular religion, living in specific region, and they wear the dresses they want. They have different colors of skins. They have different economic backgrounds. May be discriminated against as their customs or practices may be seen as inferior. And economic backgrounds is not a form of diversity but of inequality. People who are poor do not have the resources or the money to meet their basic needs of food, clothing, and shelter. They experience discrimination in offices, in hospitals, in schools, and so many places where they are treated badly because they are poor. Some people may experience both kinds of discrimination. They are poor and they belong to groups whose culture is not valued. And tribals, some religions, groups, and even particular regions are discriminated against for one or more of these reasons. And a common stereotypes about some Muslims is that they are not interested in educating girls and therefore do not send girls to school. However, studies have now shown that poverty amongst Muslims is an important reason why Muslim girls do not attend school or drop out from schools after few years. Wherever effort has been made to reach education to the poor, there the Muslim community has shown an interest in sending their girls to school. For example, in the state of Kerala, the distance between the school and the home is not much. There is a good government bus service that helps teachers reach schools in rural areas, and over 60% of the teachers are women. These factors have helped the children from poorer families, including Muslim girls, attend school in much larger numbers. In other states, where such efforts have not been made, children from poorer families, whether Muslim, tribal, or so called lower caste, find it difficult to attend school. Therefore, poverty, not religion, is the cause for non attendance of Muslim girls in schools. Yes, these are some of the discrimination that we have. Don't discriminate other people by their religion, language, color, region, etc. Yes, today we have discussed about the stereotypes and the discrimination. I hope you all are understand this. Thank you, children.